we all know about the Saints, right? We know that Drew Brees has retired. It's a new era for the Saints. Michael Thomas, their star wideout, Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill fighting for the starting job. You remember that Michael Thomas suffered a high ankle injury sometime early September, right around in week 1, so he missed weeks 2 to 8. Then he played 6 straight games towards the end of the season. He was placed on IR towards the end of the season, played in the Saints playoff games, but he was supposed to have ankle surgery, right, in February. That was a thought. Didn't happen, we learned in March. And he comes to OTAs. He's there for a bit. And then in June, he has this ankle surgery. Now, folks, just think about that, right? Drew Brees is gone. You are a Super Bowl caliber team. You're faced with now starting a new era under a quarterback. You need your star wideout, right? And now he's got ankle surgery in June, so he's not expected to be ready for the start of the season. I think when we look at NFL franchises, if we think a guy is getting surgery in February, if I'm a head coach, that's something I would know. If that surgery is not happening until June, it's not a surprise to me. It seems like it was a surprise to Sean Payton. So explain to us if you know how this works and how a head coach could be caught off guard by his star wideout not getting surgery in February like he thought, and instead it happening now and him looking at missing the start of the season.
Yeah, right. I agree. There was a lot of disappointment, and that was a head coach that was really upset with the situation. And what can happen is you get with your doctors, you get with the agent, you get with the player and say, hey, we are hoping that this is a non-surgical situation. And with rehab and rest, you should be good to go. But part of that is we're going to closely monitor the situation. And if at any point we have to relook at timelines, we're going to do that. And clearly either Michael Thomas let it slip through the cracks, his trainers or medical staff did, but clearly this was not closely monitored. So maybe they felt after the season that rest and rehab would get him back to 100%. Clearly when that changed, people didn't react quickly enough, and he was really upset about, and candidly, justifiably so. So someone dropped the ball. Obviously, we know last year there was some bad blood between Michael Thomas and the organization about some fines and allegedly some things that happened at practice. So I don't know if that's a residue of this, but clearly there are some bruised feelings here.
Yeah, who is that person who dropped the ball? That's the big question.
Well, usually you look at the head trainer. Mike, have you ever had a player that was injured that went to get a second opinion and went and got a surgery and without the recommendation of the organization?
Yeah, without question, Bart. And it happens more and more candidly. And with technology now, you can send out diagnostic tests, X-rays, MRIs, where the player doesn't actually have to fly for second or third opinions. And candidly, we always took a collaborative approach where, hey, if there's a better option out there that you feel good about, we're going to support you. We obviously believe in our doctors. That's why they are our doctors. But if you want to go see a specialist, that's great. Let's get the decision right. It's your body. It's your career. We want this to work for everybody. So we took a collaborative approach. That whole area, though, of second opinions and specialists has really gone to another level over the last couple of years. And more players are seeking second and sometimes third opinions.
So, Mike, now that you got Michael Thomas missing, you got no more Drew Brees, you got Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill fighting it out for the starting job, does this team have a shot at all, in your mind, to be a legitimate Super Bowl contender?
You know, Ryan, I'm a big believer in Jameis Winston. It's rare that somebody could start 70 games before 27 like he did. And look, he took a year to invest in learning from Drew Brees and Sean Payton. I expect he's going to win this job and win it quickly. If Taysom Hill wins this job, this is a rebuild with a really bad cap situation. But I think this is a team with a good defense. And I believe in Jameis Winston. I expect him to play markedly better. And if he can eliminate those 2 or 3 really bad throws a game, he's a really productive quarterback. And I think another thing we got to watch carefully is, does Michael Thomas get active? Is he activated before opening day, meaning will he be eligible before the 6th game? Or if he goes on PUP, he misses the first 6 games of the season. And obviously that could be a big factor in their success this year.
Now, Mike, I got to ask you one more question about Michael Thomas, because you are such an expert at soothing bad feelings between players, bringing these guys back in the fold. So what do you say to a Michael Thomas if you're the GM or the coach at this point, real quick, just to kind of get him back in the fold?
Yeah, Ryan. Hey, look, we're disappointed that we're here because either you or us, someone dropped the ball. Let's get you ready as quickly as possible and have the best season we can. And with Drew Brees graduating, you have to be our leader. and you could take us as far as we can go this year. So the eyes of the locker room are on you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.